What's shaking? Hey, I'm Rick Jordan, and today we're going all in. You're not that special. Now, hear me out on this, okay? I was talking about this with my son the other day, and we were talking about this project that he had to do for school. And it was about failure and how you overcame that to get where you're at right now, like learning stuff from failure, right? I know that's something that so many people talk about, but he actually told me that he used me as an example when I got fired from my job at Best Buy years ago. Now, if you want to call it fired, laid off, whatever, they eliminated my division, which I've told that story before as to why I ended up starting my own company is because of that, right? It's when my twins were born. This is one of the twins that was talking to me about his project, and money was very, very hard to come by because it was a brand new business, and I just got let go from a job. He was talking about that being a failure. Now, whether you look at that or not, yes, I could have done a lot of other things because I've always said too that I wish I would have started my entrepreneurial journey about 5 years before I actually did. And this was just like the universe, God, whatever, like kicking me in the rear end to say, okay, now's the time. Like really, for real, now's the time because you just got let go. Your division, you have no job, and your kids, your twins were just born. Family of four sitting there, you got no money. Now's your time. When it could have been a lot better of a moment, probably 5 years prior to that. But you know what? That's what I see as my failure in that, as my temporary defeat, is that I procrastinated and still was in whatever. Now, I talk about entrepreneurship a lot, right? And this isn't something where everybody who's listening has to be an entrepreneur, because you can fulfill your dreams, your visions, your purpose, which we're going to talk about today, your purpose, working for somebody else also. Some people have called them intrapreneurs, right? Because you're fulfilling your vision by being a part of something that's greater than you, that's bigger than you, because now you're a part of like a movement going forward, which companies can do that for you. That's all good. If you're an entrepreneur and you're going to start a movement like that, that's awesome because that's your purpose. So as you look back at my journey, right now, starting a company and then taking it public now, 12 years later, all of that stemming from the moment when I was let go from a job. In that moment, right, I could have been like, woe is me, this sucks, you don't understand what I'm going through, like talking to other people, right? You just don't get it, right? Because when people tell you, oh yeah, I understand, sometimes they don't, but a lot of times they might. If you say that there's something bad going on in your life, and they say, oh, I understand, I'm sorry, I get it. And you come back because it's like a defensive thing, right? Because everybody wants to be so freaking special and say, no, that's different. It's apples and oranges. My situation is different because blah, blah, blah. There's no way you could possibly understand what I'm going through because you didn't have blah, blah, blah. Well, as I look back at me, I can say the same thing to a lot of people out there, is that you're not so special. Because chances are there's been somebody else who's been through the exact same scenario with the exact same circumstances that you have. I know for me, there have been millions of people that were in my situation where they've been let go of a job, they have a family, no money coming in, somehow got to make it through, got to fight through foreclosure, got to fight through your electricity getting shut off. Got to fight through trying to keep the formula and the breast milk cold in the refrigerator, running a power extension cord out to the hallway in a condo just to keep the power to the refrigerator on so the breast milk doesn't go bad. I am sure that I am not that special to where I was the only one that ever had all of those things happen. He said he had to write some further ones, right, about some other examples. And this was his illumination in this, my son's illumination, that he started talking about Robert Downey Jr. and how that dude had issues, right? And he went through horrible substance abuse problems and then made a freaking comeback in Hollywood. The dude was unhireable. Look it up. The dude was unhireable. You probably know this. But then he had to write about somebody else too and give another example. And he looked back, he's like, geez, he's like, even with me, right? Comparing him to me, he's like, it's all the same story. Something happened, bad choice, you fall on your face, you get back up, you make a comeback, you crush it. Here's the difference though, because you're not so special. I'm not so special to where there's other people that haven't gone through what we've gone through. You're not so special because of the crap that's happened in your life. But you and your purpose are very much special. Because there's nobody else that is intended for that specific purpose, maybe in the trajectory that you're supposed to go in your life. Even more, the people that are supposed to be impacted by your existence on this planet are meant for you to be the ones that impact them. And you know what? They're going to realize too that they're not that special because it's probably you that have gone through something that those individuals that you're meant to enhance their life, whatever it is they're going through, you will understand it because of what you've gone through, and you'll be able to fit in to a piece in their lives to encourage them, to motivate them, to inspire them, to lift them up, to give them a chance, to set them on the right path, to allow them to pursue their purpose. Because of what your special purpose is. That's how you're special. So today there is no more woe is me. Hear me, today there is no more woe is me. You don't understand. My stuff is different. That's garbage. Those are reasons to stay in the situation you're in right now and to sulk and feel bad for yourself and to stay stuck. So today, no more. It's time to recognize that other people do understand. Other people have gone through the shit that you're going through right now. And guess what? Some of them made it, some of them didn't. Which one are you going to be? Come on now, go all in.